Jason belongs in hell, and I'm gonna see he gets there.
Hello, welcome back. Jess Flicks with Jesse once again, back with a new review for a new movie that came out recently. I guess we'll call it a fan film. Before I get started, I want to mention I've got a sidekick today. Everybody say hi to Boo. She's got to kind of ride these next few videos, probably for a little bit with me, or otherwise you're going to hear a screaming dog that doesn't like closed doors and needs the attention. So if I'm looking down, I'm not looking at my crotch. I'm looking at the dog that's probably chewing on my crotch. So just FYI, Boo's gonna hang out. That's what's going on down here, just so we don't have any misunderstandings. So I wanted to talk about something that just came out. It's been like 5 days ago, I think. And that's the Never Hike Alone 2. This is I believe the third in this series from Womp Stomp Films, fan film, and I mean that's just what it is. It's a non-official Friday the 13th film, directed by what is it? Is it Vincent DiSanti, I believe? And okay, Boo, really cool stuff. They've made two or three, so there's an animated one too, I believe, and I haven't seen this. But let's see, we have Never Hike Alone that came out in 2017, and then Never Hike in the Snow, which came out in 2020, and here we are 2023 with Never Hike Alone 2. All of them are awesome. I'll say that right out the gate. These are obviously labors of love for the people behind making it, especially Vincent DiSanti, and they've given us what we should have had in a lot of movies in the series that we haven't gotten, I think. First and foremost, I think there's a lot of heart here, a lot of passion for the material, for the characters, and what they've done is they picked up and used the canon from, like, I would say my favorite part of the series, which is the Tommy Jarvis trilogy. Most notably, Friday the 13th Part 6, Jason Lives, which is, I haven't gotten to reviewing the entire series, but spoiler, probably my favorite one. Definitely my favorite one. It's a lot of fun. That's a cool flick. They had fun making it. This carries on that same vibe. A lot of the cast, not a lot, a couple of key players in the cast, especially from Part 6, are back. I'm not going to get in too much into Never Hike Alone and Never Hike in the Snow yet, because I will do reviews for those, but this was just most opportune at the moment. Fantastic. Great job. Well made. I believe this is all crowdfunded. I love that there's like these 3-year gaps between them. I don't love that I had to wait that long, but you can see the work that went in that amount of time. So that really, really works, and it comes through. They've done this, I don't know why it's been so hard. I would say I want them to, the studios, whoever's ended up with these rights, to give Vincent DiSanti and his crew, his team, the reins and let them do a new Friday the 13th movie. But they've done that, and they did it without the studios. And I can only imagine that if they got stuck working with the studio, they would have their hands tied in at least some ways. It's great. It's what you want as a Friday the 13th fan. A lot of fun. The action's amazing. There's a couple of actual, I'd say, fights between Tommy Jarvis and Jason that are insanely well done. I won't get into spoilers. There is a couple of really cool moments that we haven't seen, at least effectively done with Jason, that I think they pulled off in this. It's just extreme. It's just over an hour long, which is very impressive, especially for a fan film. It's lean. There's not a lot of filler, not a lot of exposition. There's enough exposition. There's fan service is done a lot in this, but it's done really well, and it's part of the story. And there is a story. That's what's really cool too. The characters are here a few that we know and love from, especially Part 6, and from the previous Never Hike Alone, fan films. So it really brings everything kind of full circle if you've seen those other two. If you haven't watched this, by the way, if you haven't watched, it's free on YouTube right now. It came out on Friday the 13th in October, which is just, again, 5 days ago. 6 days ago. But, yeah, definitely check it out. Don't let me spoil anything for you. I'm not going to, but sit down, put it on, and enjoy yourself. If you even are a casual fan of the series, or of horror movies, slasher movies in general, they do a lot in this that you will enjoy, and just they pay homage to the best parts of the Friday the 13th series. So I don't want to go and rant and rave and just repeat myself over and over here, but was it Tom Matthews reprises his role as Tommy Jarvis?
It's between me and Jason.
We even have Vincent Gastaferro. I'm fucking his name up, and I apologize. I'm terrible at pronouncing names that have more than like 2 syllables in them. Anyway, he's in this as well, and also from Part 6.
You bang!
And very fun to see those. The very man who gave Jason his mask, Shelby, who played Shelby in Part 3, has a cameo in this. The director from Part 6 has a cameo in this. I'm not going to tell you who or what. You can at least look for that yourself. But just very satisfying. It just goes. It just really, really goes into it. It really keeps moving. There is suspense. It's well shot. The cinematography is amazing. Sound design's great. Yeah, it's just extremely satisfying. So it's going to be a short one. I don't want to ramble on again, like I just said before I start rambling on again. If you're a fan, I'm going to put a link below for the actual film on YouTube so you can watch it in its entirety. Make your own mind up about it, of course. I can't sing the praises enough, though. This is great. Again, the effort, the thought, and the love from a fandom is very present in this film, as well as a great technical prowess. Just, yeah, really cool action, really creepy imagery in parts. I would say it's probably one of the, I won't say scarier, but I never found many of the Friday the 13th to be all that scary as an adult. As a kid growing up, of course it was. It was terrifying. Jason was scary as hell, right? But, there's some legit effective jump scares in this. There's just some good stuff, good suspense. Things caught me off guard. And, like I said, again, they managed to put together an actual plot that wasn't the same old that we see in, what up to 12, 13 Friday the 12 Friday the 13th movies, if you count, Freddy versus Jason. But there's just much more of a plot here than they've given us in a lot of movies. So I really dig it. It's not repetitive. It's not boring. It is not drug out. It's drug out enough where it needs to be for you to get to kind of pick up on story beats. But aside from that, it's just essentially Tommy Jarvis versus Jason. And it's what we've been wanting since, God, what was that? Was it 86, I think, when Part 6 came out? But yeah, ever since then, I don't think they've ever been able to hit that level in the series. And this does that, and it has a lot of fun with it. So, pardon me for, I should just call this channel rambling, because I do that a lot. And I mentioned that I do it. But pardon the rambling, because I'm trying to talk around not getting specific to what happens in the film. So, please check it out. Support these people. I believe, as of at least posting this, or making this video, they were just under 500,000 views. It's pretty badass, but they deserve to have much, much more. If you're a horror fan at all, please watch and support them. So, again, thank you to them for making this fine fan film. All three of them, four, I think I said it, and I think I saw that there was an animated one, and I haven't watched that yet. But thank you to the fine folks over at Womp Stomp for putting together some really cool stuff for us fans. They did some cool stuff in the first one where they gave us the stuff that's been teased about, like a found footage Friday the 13th movie. It plays with that a little bit in the first one. Never Hike in the Snow gives us, of course, Jason in the Snow, which was glorious and awesome. And this one just gives us, the real showdown between Tommy Jarvis and Jason that we've been waiting for. And they do a great job of it. Jason's portrayed really well. The way they do Crystal Lake and its importance to the story is really cool. There's just a lot that they, as fans, very clearly, very much super fans, I'd say, of the franchise, delivered. And anyway, with that, I would give this, I'm going to say a solid, I'd say an 8 out of 10. I mean, not even the fact that it's a fan film. I feel bad even calling it that, but that's the best way to describe it. I believe they call it a fan film. But above that is a Friday the 13th film. Hands down, one of the best. Very high on the list. And yeah, that's all I got to say. Like I said, if I keep talking, I'm going to start just breaking down the movie, and that's not what I'm here to do right now. Please check it out. Again, link will be below. Let me know in the comments what you thought. If you've seen it already, if you go watch it, come back, leave a comment. I know it's a lot of work, but I would appreciate it. I'd love to know what you guys think. And yeah, thanks for hanging out. Listen to me ramble on. And thanks for hanging out. We got Boo down here. She wants to say thanks for hanging out too, right, Boo? That's a yes. That's a yes. So until next time, I'll have some more reviews coming up really soon. Reviews, retrospective, things like that. It's spooky season, so it's time to get the camera really burning here. Do some fun stuff. So thanks for coming back and watching one with me. Listen to me talk. And yeah, until next time, take care.